So hello everyone. Today's my topic is seeing the divine in nature, cross-culture perspective on nature and worship. First, this is the table of content which we will going to explore now. My research question is how do cultural and psychological factors shape the experience of divine presence in the nature, and how do these spiritual beliefs influence environmental conversation amid modern ecological challenges? My hypothesis is cultural and spiritual beliefs that view nature as the divine strengthen the people's connection to the environment and lead to positive conversational outcome. So first in introduction, many cultures have a belief pattern that promoting nature is a good one, but people generally do not say that save environment or whatever kind. So whenever there are the smart ones, older people who just linked that link with religion, so that everyone can save environment or that kind of thing, like. That is all in this introduction. Then the concept or theoretical lenses. First is animism, which means the belief of non-human entities such as animals, plants, and natural landscape possess the spiritual agency of personhood, reflecting a relation worldwide worldview of where human coexist with sentient nature. Then Proust's mind, a culture psychological model suggesting that in certain tradition, the human mind is viewed as open or permeable to spiritual presence. Individuals with higher absorption tends to experience vivid encounters with goods or spirit. Then relational values framework out and understanding how people's value nature uh, for its own sake and for its utility, and through the emotion and moral connection. Then spiritual ecology, uh, interdisciplinary fields that unit spiritual or religious worldview with ecological ethics, emphasizing the sacredness and moral significance of the earth. And dark green religion, a form of nature spiritually grounded in a deep ecological biocentrism, views earth and all living system as sacred and interconnected, perspective often informed by evolution science and cosmic humanity. Then sensing the presence of god in it's a study which is done in the USA, Ghana, and Thailand, China, and Hunet. There are the two cognitive or cultural factors which matters. First is prosody, belief in a permeable boundary between mind and the world, and the second is absorption, immersive attention, tendency to become deeply absorbed in inner life or surrounding. So here we can question that why a fairy is often seen in a forest, not in any crowd or office or a world. Then the role of religion in shaping the values of nature. So they examine here in this article, Evers examines the form of agency through which religion interacts with nature's value. First is personal, in which individuals believe practices moral commitments. A second is social institution norms and communities, and a third is more than human, how religion framework include non-human agents or sacredness. So in here we can get some Indian example, like first is what Savitri brought. Then people means banyan tree, which is also related with ghost. So first people think that banyan tree is good, but not everyone will support that. Okay, just increase its number. So people relate it with ghost, in case that if they don't want to they don't believe in religion, then they might be scared of it. Then nature is a character and a moral compass in India and in modernist poetry, which is wasteland. So first in epics like Ramayana and Mahabharata, forests and rivers are shown as sacred or purity full of. Then second is Megdutam, where the cloud is represented as a divine messenger. And in modernist poetry, it does not directly reveals the theme, but it depicts the emptiness of water and the natural or the less of natural cycles. And in last, it da 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 represent also the renewal relevance for natural cycles. Then a cross-culture case study, a global eco-theology. Eco-theology serves as a visual conceptual framework demonstrating how religion techniques, teachings can be directly linked with environmental stewardship to inspire interfaith century in addressing the environmental crisis. First is in Islam, there is a khilaf in the Quran emphasizes the human roles in maintaining ecosystem balance and prohibits resources. Then in Hinduism, we have three hitakarna, where three harmonies is shown: harmony between man and a man, harmony between man and a human, and harmony between human and environment. Then Buddhism and Christianity, interdependence and ecological responsibility. Both tradition stresses compassion for all the living beings, the interconnectedness of life, and the moral obligation to confront ecological sin and promote environmental care. Then miserable impact, African traditional religion context. African religion, traditional religion (ATR) often placed specific natural sites within a sacred place. Findings, a study on ATR adherence in Benin found a casual and positive impact on forest cover change over the time. A mechanism adhered to ATR is found to be a functional mechanism for conservation, demonstrating that an increase in spiritual belief reduce the marginal utility derived from destruction of forest resource. And empirical result, one standard of deviation increase in ATR adherence has 0.4 standard deviation positive impact on forest cover change. Then here is a case study of the Bishois community and the Kejarili massacre. So here, when Maharaja of Jodhpur ordered felling of Kejari trees for a place, woman named Amrita Devi and 363 other Bishois embarrassed the tree, which movement known as the Chipko also. And outcome, this radical religiously driven self-sacrifice resulted into the state declaring the Bishois lands a protected zone where the killing of animals and felling of trees remains prohibited to this day. Profound non-legal enforcement of a conversation rooted in faith. Then in a tension, contradiction, and external procedure. So the paradox, uh, here in the paradox, conversely, religious institution can resist change of their practices and conflict in paradox. So we can question against the nature-based spirituality. Then why not without spirituality we can save the global economy or condition? Then nuancing the paradox. While these challenges are real, the ATR case study demonstrated that where strong spiritual ecological coherence exists, spiritual belief can provide a robust, measurable protection for environment. Then, in conclusion, across the cultures, native worshippers seeing the divine in the nature is whispered, but the experience is meditated by culture, cognitive and institutional factors. Religion is a powerful lens through which societies invites nature with meaning, values, and moral obligation. However, nature spirituality alone is no guarantee of ecological sustainability. Tension and external pressure often intervenes. Then implications for environmental work. For effective environmental policy, engaging religious worldviews requires a comprehensive approach that consider religion's influence across the social scale and its dynamic continuum to foster sustainability elegant values. Engaging religious worldviews respectively and critically can enrich conversation and sustainability effort. Here is references. So now I would like to have questions.
So, Bhargav, what does dark green religion mean?
Dark green religion is a belief system that sees nature as a sacred, gives instructive value, and considers a human morally responsible to protect and honor the earth.
So, Bhargav, my question is why would people see or believe in divinity of nature in present time?
From my point of view, I don't think that people needs to believe in any kind of divinity to protect the nature or environment in present time. Thank you.